Just wanted to let you all know that this deck profile was made for the June 2025 to June 2026 ban list, and that it will have an update to the July 2026 ban list coming as soon as possible.
What is new, Speed Duel crew? We are coming at you with a deck profile for a Red Eyes Darkness deck from our friend Ryan.
Hello again, everybody. Here's the Red Eyes Darkness Dragon deck that I built. First off, we've got the skills, which are Forged Steel. Once per duel, during a main phase, you can change the name of one Red Eyes monster or normal monster you control to a Red Eyes Black Dragon while it's face up on the field. And each Red Eyes Dragon, Darkness Dragon you control gains the following effect. Once per turn, during your main phase, you can special summon one dragon monster from your graveyard that can be normal summon or set. So it helps bring back anything from the graveyard. The second skill is Red Eyes Inferno, which I mainly use it for. You can tribute summon one Red Eyes Black Dragon for one less tribute for each monster your opponent controls. Which, if your opponent has one monster out, you only need one monster to tribute summon it. If your opponent has two monsters, you can summon it for free. Its second skill is if you can discard one spell and then apply one of the following effects. And if you control a Red Eyes Black Dragon, you can inflict 800 damage to it, and the Red Eyes cannot attack that turn. I don't really use that effect that often, but in the event that you're also, for its other skill, Fusion, if you're running a Meteor Black Dragon, then you can use that as a free polymerization as well. And the first monster that I have in the deck is Red Eyes Baby Dragon, and if this card is destroyed by battle and sent to the graveyard, you can special summon one level 7 or lower Red Eyes monster from your deck. And if you do, equip this card from your graveyard, and it gains 300 attack. And if this card is sent to the graveyard equipped, then you can add one level 1 dragon monster from your deck to your hand. Next monster that I run is one copy of Black Dragon's Chick, which you can send this face-up card you control to the graveyard to special summon one Red Eyes Black Dragon from your hand. And you can do that for free. No need to have it battle. Then I do have 3 copies of Black Metal Dragon, which has multiple uses. First, I mainly place it face down, and for its secondary effect, if this card is sent from the field to the graveyard, you can add one Red Eyes monster, one Red Eyes card from your deck to your hand. But you can also use this. You can target one Red Eyes monster you control and equip it from your hand to the field, and it gains 600 attack. And you have to put it in the back row for clarification's sake. Next monsters are 2 copies of Breaker the Magical Warrior, which is what I consider a staple. When it's normal or summoned, you can place one spell counter and it gains 300 attack. So you can either use it for 1900 attack points or use the spell counter to destroy one spell or trap card the opponent has. Next, I have 2 copies of Gearfried, the Red Eyes Iron Knight, and its effect is once per turn, if either player equips an equip card to this card, you can destroy those equip cards and then destroy one spell or trap your opponent controls. And once per turn, you can send one equip card you control that is equipped to this card to the graveyard, and then target one level 7 or lower Red Eyes monster in your graveyard and special summon it. Next monster is 2 copies of Red Eyes Wyvern. So once per turn, during your end phase, you can banish this card from your graveyard and target one Red Eyes monster in your graveyard and special summon that target. And then you can't normal summon a tribute during that turn you activate this effect. And then I run 2 copies of Red Eyes Black Dragon, which is pretty much a staple for this deck. And he's a classic monster. Then I run 2 copies of Red Eyes Darkness Dragon, which has to be tribute summon or special summon from a Red Eyes Black Dragon that's on the field, and it gains 300 attack for each dragon monster in your graveyard. And then moving on to spells, I've got 1 copy of Cosmic Cyclone, which pay 1,000 life points, target one spell or trap on the field, and banish it. Next spell, Double Summon, which I figure can be useful for either bringing out, any of the lower level monsters or Red Eyes Black or even needing to tribute summon. Next one is a Galaxy Cyclone, which target one spell or trap on the field, destroy it. It has a handy secondary effect. You can banish this card from your graveyard, and then target one face-up spell or trap card on the field, destroy it, and you can only use it once per turn. I've got one copy of Monster Reborn, which is target one monster in either graveyard and special summon it. As for equip spells, I do have Mage Power, which comes in handy when you have 3 monsters out on the field. The equipped monster gains 500 attack and defense for each spell or trap on the field. Space Typhoon, target one spell or trap on the field and destroy the target. And then one copy of Summoner's Art, which at one level 5 or higher normal monster. So in this deck, it can only be used for Red Eye's Black Dragon, just in case you need to grab it. And then the other spell equip card is United We Stand, which equipped monster gains 800 attack points and defense for each face-up monster you control. And then for trap cards, I run 2 copies of Blast with Chain, which comes in handy for Gearfried the Red Eyes Iron Knight. They have a good combo where Gearfried can essentially destroy this equip card, and then it allows you to destroy one of their card on the field. And then I've got one copy of Quaking Mirror Force, which forces any opponent's attack position monsters into face down defense position permanently. And then I'm running 2 copies of Red Eye's Spirit, which is essentially just a backup reborn for any of the Red Eye's monsters. And then last, one copy of Wabaku, which negates all battle damage for the turn. Thanks for listening, and that's my deck. That's my Red Eyes Black Dragon and Darkness Dragon profile.
Thanks so much, Ryan.
Yep.